The alarm clock screams and there's a cat butt in my face. I don't want to get up, face the human race. I take a shower, I take a pee, I drink some coffee, watch some TV. But nothing seems to keep my eyes open. Nothing seems to get my blood flowing. Called up a friend of mine and asked what lights a fire under your behind. He says he spells relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all is. So clean out your ears for the morning disaster. They got gas and brass and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature and there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite broadcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. And it's Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. I took my friend's advice to heart. I bought myself an FM radio. Now every weekday starts with a visit from the Morning Disaster Show. And now I spell relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all here, so clean out your ears for the Morning Disaster. They got gas and breast and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature, but there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite podcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. And it's Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster.
Well. Here we be, everybody. How you doing? It is Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. I'm Ray along with Nikki. Hi, Nikki.
Hello.
How are you? You're the only one on.
I slept for almost 24 hours.
Oh, for goodness sakes. Because you had your rectal...
my iron
your
infusion.
fecal transplant or whatever?
My iron infusion.
Oh, yeah, they put iron inside you.
Yeah. And then I came home and I was going to take a nap. And I woke up like at 1 o'clock in the morning and went back to bed and just woke up a little bit ago.
Oh, that sucks.
And I'm still really tired.
No Nick today.
Huh.
He had to he had to go in early and stick something and fix something.
In his butt?
No, I don't know what he had to do. He had to hook something up. He had to hook some kind of.
He had to stick something in his butt.
Yeah, and then he had to stick something in his ass. That's what he had to do. No, he had to hook something up at one of the stores. So he had to go in early today. Yeah. So that sucked for him. So he's not here, and
Yeah.
I don't know where Doran is. I have no idea. She probably just said she had that hard day yesterday with the color and what was she saying? She had color and cuts and a new client. I don't know how long that stuff takes, but it can't be.
Takes forever.
Yeah, I imagine it's got to take a little time. So if anybody wants to jump on, if anybody wants to try to take any of their places, let me know. If you have Zoom, I will send you an invite to jump on with us. And then what you do is you, for video, you zoom in, and then I send you a phone number for audio, or where you can, if you have a microphone set up, you can connect it, or you can just use the phone. Either way, it's pretty simple. We are here. Good morning. And it's showtime. Or before the show started, Nikki, we had there was something wrong with the live feed, the audio only feed. I don't know what it was, but
I know when I called in or whatever, it was nothing but static. I don't even know what you were playing.
maybe it was the music I was playing.
I don't know.
It was very bizarre.
Because when Hard Luck Woman came on, it got better, and then now it's better.
I don't. I was playing music from an old Pickles concert. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe the music itself was distorted or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I know I had to shut off the stream and restart it, and it was a mess.
Technical difficulties.
Everybody says it's working fine now, but
Yeah.
sometime in the 7:30 F hour. So forgive me to anybody who was affected by that.
No.
I
You're gonna get
apologize.
lashes.
I apologize profusely for having it sound shitty today. I have no idea. I have no idea what caused that. Maybe it's the actual file of the music. It might be the Pickles concert that was doing it. I have no idea.
Thursday technical difficulties.
It's technical difficulties day
Yes.
on the Morning Disaster. For those that don't know, that's what day it is. It's Thursday. It's what Nikki hopes is the last day of the week.
Yeah.
That's what day it is. However, I am planning on doing a show tomorrow. I can tell you right now. I am planning on doing a show tomorrow. I know you hate to hear that. I know you long.
I'm so tired.
I know you long for those days where we just go Monday through Thursday, but I'm not sure what I'd do. If we don't do a show, I don't know what the hell I'd do.
We did.
I would have no idea what to do. I really wouldn't. I don't want to sleep in. I can't sleep in on any day. I could sleep in on Saturday. But that's the only day I sleep in because my wife wakes up early. You know, she wakes up every day, Monday through Friday, you know, and so I'm not going to be sleeping in while she's gone, so I will get up.
Huh.
I'm just warning you now. Anyway, a lot of things to get to today. There's a robot actress. We're going to talk about that.
What?
There's a robot actress. There's an actress who is just a robot. I will talk about that.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Uh-huh.
But we're starting with something that I'm sure is a problem for Nikki.
What's that?
Reasons that mosquitoes love you.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Do mosquitoes love you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Robert is in the chat room saying, where is Sean Boleyn? He needs to join in on Zoom. He does. Sean Boleyn should, but Sean is mad at me for revealing, and I don't think I revealed too much. Let's rewind and tell the Sean story, and then I'll get into the mosquito stuff. Sean is mad because I revealed that we used to go to restaurants, and he would bitch about not getting his favorite waitress he wanted.
Uh-huh.
And that that he would say, oh, we always get the sloppy one or the ugly one or whatever one. He would bitch about the one we got. And so I used to always tell him, I said, well, just tell them you're paying their money. Just tell them. They'll give you what you want. And he also does the same thing when he gets a haircut. He goes to one of these, clips places. Listen, if the business that you're getting your haircut has clips in the title, it's a piece of shit. I'm telling you right now. If it has some kind of cuts or clips in the title, I'm telling you, it's just not a very good hairstyle place. You're going to a place that hires a bunch of people. I'm not saying they don't know what they're doing, but they literally just hire people, pay them an hourly wage, and they cut hair. So Sean goes to these places, and he always complains because he doesn't get the girl he wants to do his hair. And I,
Not a strip club where you ordered the girl for the dance.
well, but I'm saying that if you're going in and you're paying a bunch of money, like a Hooters, because that's what started this. He wanted a certain Hooters girl to take our order and talk to us and do whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he was angry when we got another Hooters girl. And so I told him, I said, well, let's just ask for the one you want. Because for me, it doesn't matter. Well, I don't care. And I told him that. I'm like, I just don't care.
You should be happy at the one he gets.
I'm like, but when you walk in, say, I want this one to wait on me. And he got very angry at me for that. And then he's also angry because, I think he's more angry for this, but when we worked together at WQLZ, we would go out for lunch at Hooters all the time. And we were at lunch one time, and there was a coworker we had that he was angry at. And he goes, I bet she has a sloppy vagina. He goes,
Sloppy vagina.
that bitch, I bet she has a sloppy vagina. He started talking about somebody behind her back. And even though I didn't reveal the person's name, he was angry that I revealed he said that. So that's why Sean hasn't been around, because he thinks I'm going to say I don't know if he thinks I'm going to say the person's name or what. But he was very angry that I revealed the sloppy vagina comment. Of which I've never told anyone who the person was he was talking about at the radio station. It was a person at the radio station. But I know he was mad that I revealed it. He said he was mad that I revealed that. Because some things are just personal. Some things are just personal.
The personal, then he doesn't need to be saying them.
Yeah, why the hell? You shouldn't be saying anything that you'd be embarrassed to get out. That's just me. I try not to talk behind people's backs. I try to, I talk in front of their faces, which gets me in trouble when I say things that I shouldn't. Because I'll bust on anybody, you know what I mean? I'll give anybody a hard time. It's just what I do. And Sean was horrified at the thought of telling a place, oh, I don't want that girl to cut my hair. I want this one to cut my hair. And he's also angry at this woman at work was making our life was making our life rough. And by the way, she wasn't that bad. She wasn't, but she had done some stuff that made things more messed up than they should have been. And then his way to get back at her was to claim she had a sloppy vagina. It's not, he just told me. He wasn't going around saying, oh, she's got a sloppy vagina. He just told me, and I shared it on the air, and he got very upset that I shared it.
I think it was sharing it on the air part that made him mad.
Well, but I didn't say who she was. I could have said.
I think people could probably guess that worked there.
No, I don't think they can. You work there. You know who I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, you don't.
There's only so many women that were above you.
I never said the person was above us.
You said that she was making things difficult for you at work.
Well, somebody could be under me and making life difficult.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I've never even hinted at all who it was. In fact, I didn't even say what department they worked in.
Uh-huh.
Which is why I don't understand why he's so angry at me. But he was like, oh, she has a sloppy vagina.
But sometimes things aren't just meant for the public. Some things are just between you and him.
Oh, I can't imagine that sloppy vagina. That's how he was saying it. That's how I was saying it, everybody. I think he talked about her smell, too, although I don't know how he knew how she smelled.
I think that he felt a certain comfort with you that he could say that.
Yeah.
And then you went and gabbed everybody.
Well, he shouldn't have said it. It's very improper. It's not proper to talk about a woman's hygiene. Yeah. Yes.
I'm just saying.
And by the way, he never actually smelled her vagina. Can I point out? He never smelled it. He was just imagine. It shows you what a sick mind he has. That his mind was
You're
thinking
just
that.
going to get him more mad.
He was in his mind. He was envisioning this woman's hygiene, and he was talking about it. Like, he's the sicko, not me. So I don't know why he's mad at me. I'll be honest with you. He has no reason to be mad at me. So that's why Sean has not been on the show.
Something that he told you that he thought was in confidence, and he told everybody.
But I never revealed the name of the person he was talking about.
It doesn't matter. It reflects on his character.
No, I'm telling you. Like Summer says, she thinks that it is. What did she say? I want to read her quote. She says, "I think it is that he would think of such a nasty thought. Ugh, who thinks what someone does grooming their vagina? He's a pervert." You're right. He probably is mad because I made him sound like a pervert. Because, well, I'm sorry, but he is. I mean, that's a horrible thing to say about someone. To automatically jumping to how their vagina is, whether it's sloppy or not. I got to be honest. I find that very, I just find that troubling. So he got mad that I revealed it. That's why he hasn't been on the show for a while.
Wasn't he mad about something else before that?
Well, I don't understand. Like Tommy's phone screen and Tommy's in the chat room. He says, Mr. Way Too Small Sports Jerseys complaining about someone being sloppy. Yeah. Sean never wears a sports jersey that fits. Automatically jumping. He always, you know what I mean? He always wears.
Yeah.
This is the man who always wears clothes that don't fit, and he's calling someone else sloppy. It's unbelievable. I just think it's very, very low class for him to do so.
Mm.
So that's all. But he's mad at me over it. You know, that's I just want to point it out. And I was hoping he was going to return, but he hasn't been back.
I may not.
Yeah. I'm very bothered that he has not returned.
A very low-class accent.
Thank you. It's very low class.
Mm.
Talks about somebody's sloppy vagina. So don't be mad at me he shouldn't be mad at me for revealing what he said when he shouldn't be saying such things. Right? Brent says, I know why Sean is upset. Now that you've told us what he said, no one listening to the show would ever date him. Maybe that's right. Maybe that's what it is. But I'm saying he did say that this woman that we worked with had a sloppy vagina, and he imagines she didn't smell pleasant. And he was having this discussion with me over chicken wings.
Oh, gross.
That's what he was saying. And it was somebody who we worked with. So that's why he's angry, because I revealed that in a conversation. I probably should not have revealed that. But I don't know if he's the first person that's thought. I worked with this person at the radio station. I certainly never thought of it. It was not something that I would have never said this about this person. I will admit that she was, the woman was a pain in the ass. And always, every time she was involved in something, it ended up being more work for everybody. And did constantly try to, she did try to use the perception of what I was or what the show was to her advantage. That's all I'll say. But I didn't think there was any reason to say she had a sloppy vagina and claim she had hygiene problems like Sean was saying. That's horrible. So that's why he's angry. He's angry because I said that. And I said it innocently. I was just talking about going to lunch. I was saying why I liked going to lunch with him. Jason says it must have been Nikki. No, it wasn't about anybody on the show.
Oh Lord.
It wasn't about anyone on the show. Everybody's like, Ray, it sounds like you're describing Nikki. No, there was. I don't remember ever going to lunch and discussing Nikki's vagina.
No.
And I don't remember ever discussing anything about what Sean. Although I'm not saying that I don't think Sean ever thought about Nikki's vagina. I'm sure he did. But it was certainly never the topic of conversation at lunch. Yeah. And everybody's saying Sean will be back. And Kathy says, I think Sean's comment is reflective of his own personal care and how he is revealed. You're right. He's mad at me since, he's mad at me for revealing that he said it. But he said it. I mean, granted, I probably could have kept it to myself. But I was trying to put everybody in the mood to understand what it was like to go to lunch back when we would regularly go to lunch. Of course, I also said that I've gone to lunch with him while I was unemployed. And
and you have to pay for it.
He made me pay. I would think that would be the thing that would anger him the most, right? Like if I went to lunch with someone who just lost their job and I got a job and I revealed that, oh, well, I made them pay. You would think less of me, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff says, get over it,
But he
Sean.
doesn't pay for anything, does he?
No,
Ever?
he never pays. I love Sean. I like him being around him. He puts me in a good mood usually. But he's not as sensitive as this is. Jeff says, get over it, Sean. Lamb would never exhibit such behavior. That's true. That's true. John Lamb was a lot of things. But John would never get mad at me revealing and John said some horrible stuff in conversations. And when I revealed it, Lamb would always be like, well, I fucking said it. You know what I mean? He wouldn't be so sensitive. Sean's gotten all sensitive about it. And,
I don't know.
There were hysterical things that John Lamb said at lunch. And I would reveal them all the time, and Lamb would just get a kick out of it. Oh, we would have meetings, and the stuff Lamb would do behind people's backs, oh, my God, was hysterical. But if I would reveal it, he would laugh it off. I'm saying Sean got all – and this is from lunch in 2002, 2003, It was a long time ago, 17, 18 years ago.
God, it doesn't seem like it's been that long.
Yeah, but I'm saying. Yeah, it's very funny that this is the hill he has decided to stand on. This is the one thing that's made Sean, because think about it, Nikki, the stuff that I've done to him in the past,
Right,
and he's never gone to the point before where he doesn't come around.
right.
This is the first time. So that woman's sloppy vagina
It may have just been a straw that broke the camel's back.
is the straw that broke the fat camel's back. That's all I want to say. So
That's it.
that answers the question for Robert why Sean is not on. Because yeah, in the past it would have just been Sean. Sean would have just called in earlier, and we would have done the show, but he's deciding to die on. Shawnee's dying on Sloppy Vagina Mountain. But he'll be back. He'll be
He
back.
will.
You know who loves Sean? Mosquitoes.
Why?
Because I have a list of the things that attract mosquitoes.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. By the way,
Perfume's got to be on there somewhere.
what is it?
Perfume.
Oh, perfume? Well, we'll see.
Yep.
The number one thing that they are attracted to is your body temperature.
Oh,
If your body temperature is slightly higher than other people's, you will attract mosquitoes. Which, by the way, my body temperature is always 97.
mine is too.
I don't know. You think it's because we're fat? I don't know why that is.
Oh,
I don't know, but every time I go into Fit Club, they have to take my temperature. Every time my temperature is 97.6.
yep.
Now I thought perfect.
98 point.
Yeah, it's
That's
98.6 is perfect human being temperature. My temperature is always cold.
Yep.
I wonder if that's why I'm always cold in my house.
Could be. Well, that doesn't make sense because I'm never cold in my house and it's on 66.
Well, it's 66. Good Lord. 66 is not a temperature. That is not a temperature a human being should keep their house at. That's too cold.
I'm hot all the time. I'm having hot
That's
flashes.
too cold. My wife and daughter, they make me so angry with this goddamn thermostat in this house. It's all the time. It's 60-something in here, and I get so angry.
Mm-hmm.
I think a perfect temperature for a human being is 74.
Oh, good God, that's too hot.
So they were both out of my house the other day. Like my daughter, she got up to go somewhere, and my wife was gone. Okay, then they came home and they got mad at me.
And probably because it was so hot in there.
Okay, but here's the deal. You're not here. What the hell does it matter to you when you're not home?
Walked into a bunch of heat.
Okay, but if you're not home, what does it matter to you what the temperature of your house is?
Because when you come back, it's hot and it takes time to cool down.
It makes no sense. It makes absolutely zero sense. Your house is like a fridge. What the hell?
Mm-hmm. I like it like that.
60. That's embarrassing. How much is your power bill?
Oh, I don't know. I just turned it on like 2 weeks ago.
You could hang meat.
It's not that cold. cold.
It's cold enough. You could hang meat, and it would stay cold enough for at least a little while. It wouldn't immediately turn bad.
I see.
Yeah. So my wife and daughter are out of the house, right?
Yeah.
And so my daughter leaves, and by the way, I don't understand why she didn't turn the temperature up. But she leaves, and I hear, and I'm like, oh, that's the goddamn air conditioner. So I go over to the thermostat, and I crank it up to 74. And I'm talking to myself going, this is where the temperature should be. So it's 74, and then it's proper. Then it's a proper temperature for me in the house. Nikki, I'm not joking. There are times in my house, it's in the middle of summer, and I have to be sitting on the chair that I sit on with a blanket because it's just too cold. It's goddamn summer. I should not have a blanket on top of me when I'm chilling out. So I turned it up to 74, which was comfortable for me. And then a couple hours later, my wife and daughter came home and immediately start bitching. Oh, it's so hot in here. And I'm like,
Oh, I bet it was.
well, turn it down. Well, turn it down. As soon as you walk in a house, turn it down. It'll cool right up. I just want to point out I'm comfortable at the 74. What the hell does it matter to you what the temperature is when you're not home? That would be like me not being home and then bitching and saying, don't keep the temperature down on what makes you comfortable. Which I would never do that. You know?
Yeah.
I would never want to dictate how it's supposed to be when I'm not there. And my wife, we've even left the house before, like we'll go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife will turn the air conditioning down. And I've busted her before. And I go, what are you doing? I'm turning down the air. I go, why? Why are you turning down the air? We're not even home. Why are you turning it down? We're leaving. Put it up to 73, 74.
Right.
Why wouldn't you do? It makes no sense to turn the air down when we're not home.
Okay.
Because the pets. She goes, I want to make the pets comfortable. I go, the pets don't give a shit. The pets don't care what the temperature is. The pets don't care.
Well, I'm sure they do.
We've had this argument, and I go, if the pets didn't live here, they'd be living outside. It's 94 degrees outside. They don't give a shit they don't care if the air's on 73 or 69. I'm like, what kind of lunatics putting the air down to 69? We're not even home. That's the one thing that'll make me ballistic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If she just wants to crank because that's how she likes it. Well, you're not home. It shouldn't matter what you like. That drives me crazy. You know. Like my cats, they don't care what the temperature is in the house. They really don't care what the temperature is in the house. To be honest, they seem to be a little cold at night.
Why do you say that?
Because they're always climbing in the bed or getting into something surrounding them. You know what I mean?
Keep warm.
Yeah, to keep warm.
Keep their little beans and nose warm.
Yeah. Why are they wanting to be warm in the middle of summer? Because my house is too cold. There's no reason for my wife to turn down the air conditioning when we're leaving, in other words. But that drives me crazy. So a mosquito likes when your body temperature is hot. Uh-huh.
I think perfume's got to be on there somewhere.
Brent says, Ray, a question. Is your wife home right now? What's the temperature in your... I don't... My wife left. My wife goes to work in the morning, so before the show starts. So I don't know what the current temperature is, and my daughter's sleeping, so I'm pretty sure my wife turns the temperature up on the way out the door because she knows how I am. And she knows I don't want to broadcast and be freezing at the same time. Besides, I have to work out today, so I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, but underneath it I have my sleeveless workout shirt on. And I'm wearing workout pants. I got workout shorts on. So I'm wearing workout clothes with a nice shirt, throw it on top for the camera, you know. That's what I have going on. And I'm pretty comfortable right now. And then when I leave a little bit later to go work out, my daughter will be home and she likes it a little cooler, so I'll put it down for her. I'll knock it down a couple degrees. But my wife knows, and on the way out she'll crank it up for me. But mosquitoes like people with hot body temperatures. So if you're not one of those people, good for you. All right? However, they say your body temperatures can go up if you eat spicy food.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Number 2, exercise raises your body temperature. And also makes you produce more carbon dioxide and lactic acid, which mosquitoes love. Mosquitoes love, they love carbon dioxide and lactic acid. You know what else they love? Pregnant women.
What? Oh, really?
They love pregnant women.
Is it the hormones or something?
Because a pregnant woman's temperature is always higher.
Oh.
And they produce more CO2.
Oh.
And more methane. No, the mosquitoes love pregnant women.
Huh.
Another thing that mosquitoes love, stressed people. If you're
How does a mosquito know if you're stressed?
Because when human beings are stressed, there are certain hormones they emit. And they come out through your sweat when you're stressed out. Mosquitoes love
I'm stressed out because the mosquitoes are biting me.
They love it.
It's a vicious cycle.
If you're stressed out, mosquitoes are going to bite you.
It's a vicious cycle.
Mosquitoes pretty much leave me alone.
Oh, they don't mean.
But I'm starting to figure out why.
Why?
Well, because my body temperature is not that high.
Oh.
I'm not usually stressed. I don't emit a ton of CO2 or lactic acid.
Oh.
Another reason the mosquitoes like humans, if they're stinky.
Yeah. Because they stink.
If you are a human being that doesn't shower very often, mosquitoes are attracted to a certain type of bacteria that grows in your private parts.
Oh, goodness.
I added that part.
Oh, my goodness.
No, but they are attracted to a specific type of bacteria.
Huh.
And humans tend to have more bacteria in their ankle area and feet
Really?
or their crotch.
Oh, good God.
That's why mosquitoes target that area.
I don't have mosquitoes targeting my crotch.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't help it. You should
They're
wash
usually
it.
biting my ankles.
You should wash it better then.
I do wash it.
Spend a little more time. You might want to get a Mr. Showerhead or whatever.
Oh, God.
Aim it right at the crotch region. Hey, take a shower head, aim towards the crotch, clean it off. It's my advice. Give a good scrubbing. Use a wash rag on that thing. Yeah, but mosquitoes love people who don't shower. They love them. I have to admit, when I've had mosquito problems in the past, it's like if I don't shower or something. Yeah, I mean, I remember that. I remember for whatever reason, like I haven't showered and I'm outside. That's when I get mosquito problems.
What if you're freshly showered,
Well,
you got the perfume on, and you go outside and you get eaten alive?
by the way, mosquitoes don't care about perfume.
Well, I'm telling you, they do.
No, they're not attracted to perfume or methane gas. They're not. Methane gas. A methane gas actually deflects them. Like
Is it true that vanilla stuff keeps them away?
I don't know. I don't see that on this study. I don't see that. I do see this thing about this guy who farts so bad that he kills mosquitoes. It's so pungent, it kills mosquitoes around him.
Oh,
So
God.
mosquitoes don't like methane gas. They like sweaty people where the sweat gathers around their ankles and feet and stuff. Do you ever get bit up around your ankles?
My legs in general.
Yeah, it's because there's sweat that rolls down your legs. Stinky sweat coming from the
There's
crotch.
always when I'm like doing something,
Probably coming from your crotch.
like not working out, but like hiking or walking or they get me then.
Well, then the sweat rolls from your crotch down your legs.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens, Ray.
And then that's what I'm telling you. That's they go. That's why they always biting you on the lower leg. I'm sorry that mosquitoes like your scent.
Yeah.
I apologize for that. It's horrible. Dark clothing. Reds,
Why is that?
reds, blacks, and blues attract more mosquitoes than lighter colors like white and yellow.
Huh.
They don't know
There
why,
are a lot of
but
those
it's
dark
true.
colors.
That's true.
You wear a lot of blacks, reds, and blues.
I wear black shorts all the time. My workout shorts I have like 6 pairs of black shorts. And then I have a couple of light grays where I don't get attacked so much with the light grays. You got that sweat coming out of your crotch, rolling down the legs.
Gross.
Mosquitoes buzz, 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 buzz.
That's just gross.
But yeah, they won't. If you're wearing a white or yellow shirt, they'll leave you alone.
You got sweat rolling out of your hoo-ha down your legs. You've got problems.
Well, I don't know what you have going on. You're the one that has the mosquito problem.
I'm just saying,
Not
if
me.
somebody does, they've got some problems.
I don't know what's rolling down your leg, but like I said, just wash it. Wash that thing. Give yourself a good washing. Here's the other one, alcohol. Alcohol dilates the blood vessels in your skin.
I would think some medications to do that too.
Which makes it a little warmer for a while. And Mosquitoes love that. Plus, they love ethanol that comes out in your sweat. So big drinkers, if you drink a lot, like alcoholics and stuff are always getting, like they're passing out and waking up with a bunch of mosquito bites. Because you're drinking. Mosquitoes are attracted to it. Those are the scientific reasons why mosquitoes like you. There you go, Nikki.
Very interesting. Things I've learned today.
I'm just trying to help you out.
Why are you trying to help me out?
Because you said you have mosquito problems.
I haven't had them in a while, but yes, I used to.
I'm just trying to help you out.
I don't go outside.
Just trying to help you out. You gotta wash stuff. So the sweat doesn't roll down.
I wash my stuff, so don't worry about that.
I don't know. I'm not talking about your stuff. I'm just saying you have to make sure you're clean. Clean your ass.
I am very clean.
Brent says get a rag on a stick.
Wash his badge.
Yeah. He says he has a rag on a stick for washing his badge. It works really good. I wash myself with a rag on a stick. That's from The Simpsons. That's a great line.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Summer says the buffalo gnats are horrible this year. Are they bad? Aren't buffalo gnats?
I don't know.
Aren't buffalo gnats always bad?
I don't go outside.
Well, be careful, people. Don't drink.
Are the buffalo gnats the ones that bite?
Yeah. Yeah, buffalo gnats will bite. It's horrible. Yellow Fury says those freaking deer flies bite worse than skeeters. They're out all day long. I don't even know. What's a skeeter? A mosquito?
What's a deer fly?
I have no idea, but I think Yellow Fury is a camper. Those people who are campers, they know what the annoying stuff is. Because there's people that go camping where they're out all weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys do it. That sounds like the least appealing thing in the world.
It is.
But I have friends who have campers and stuff, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's fantastic." And I just look at it and think, "Oh my God." I just look at it and think that's the last thing in the world,
Yeah.
that I'd want to see is camping. Good Lord. Deer flies are huge is what they're saying. Yeah, Yellow says he'll be at the lake boating and skiing all day long. See, I'd imagine not so much boating because you're traveling fast. The mosquitoes can't catch you. But I'd imagine if you're just sitting around drinking beer, you're going to get bit, right?
Yeah.
You got to be careful with that.
Very.
There's too much of these outdoor activities.
Those mosquitoes, they've got that West Nile now.
There's too much of these outdoor activities. People, treat yourself. We're a modern society. Treat yourself to indoors. There's too much Netflix and HBO Max and too much good stuff to be outside all the time. I'll tell you, I'm not a big fan of I've never been a big fan of camping.
Uh-uh.
And people have tried to get me to go, like Big D used to tell me about, like they would go to some camp at some nude club. There was some sort of camping at a nude club or something that he would go to in Indiana. Either he went to it or he'd want to go to it or something. But it was Big D should be in the chat room. Why the hell is he? He could explain it better.
It's Sun Aura Resort.
It's what?
Sun Aura Resort.
How the hell do you know what the hell the name of it is?
I just know lots of miscellaneous information.
You know exactly what the name of the swinger.
It's not for swingers,
naked,
it's for nudist people.
It's a nudist, yeah, some kind of nudist.
I just know people that know about it.
Yeah, it's a nudist campground.
Yeah.
In Indiana.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, I've heard from Big D that it might not be a swinger place, but there's some swinging that goes on at night.
It could be.
Like people hooking up.
I don't know. I've never been.
A lot of hooking up going on. And a lot of people sleeping with other people's wives or girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. They're doing all that stuff. Which, by the way, why would you choose? I got to be honest. Why would you go to a campground, okay? You go to a campground, and that's when you have all this good, I'm assuming it's good, this good sex with everybody. The one place you don't have a shower? What the hell?
I'm sure they have showers.
Where's the showers?
Community showers. Every campground has them.
They have showers in the campground?
Yes. Where the bathrooms are, they've got bathrooms and showers. Every campground has that. In a brick building.
So you have to walk to the shower.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to take a shower. And then you got to walk back to your camping area. So everything you just cleaned is getting all sweaty and dirty again. I don't think that's anything,
Yeah, it doesn't sound appealing at all.
No, what woman,
Mini bug.
what woman, seriously, is going to want to sleep with me? You know?
I don't know what you're asking.
Well, here's the deal.
Your wife?
Like, my wife sleeps with me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I have to shower every time. There's no such thing as, like, remember when you're younger? Like, when we were younger, we would go out to the club, and then she'd take my pants off, and I'd, undress her, and we would go to town, It would just be wild and crazy. Then I don't even think I think we got into our 30s. And it was like, take a shower. Like, what? Take a shower? And she made me shower, she won't even touch me. Take a shower. The shower is now foreplay.
Yeah.
In fact, there have been times where I've taken a shower and then I get caught up doing something. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And then we finally get back to the sex. And she'll be like, take it in the shower. I'll be like, take another shower. Another shower? I literally just took one. So for me, I'm just saying my wife, it has to be immediately after my showering. So I can't imagine
Right.
how stinky am I getting.
I don't know,
From just-
Dr. Framunda.
But I'm just saying, from just doing normal everyday activities, I must be getting really stinky for her to be so consumed with my showering. By the way, the guys in the chat room are saying they make campers now. Like Yellow Fury said, he's got a shower big enough what I could even use. See, that's amazing. Inside his big camper they stay in?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's I would do that.
Let's have a slide out.
I would do that. Hell yeah. Yeah, he says
So what do you do after you take your shower in the camper? What are you going to do to entertain yourself?
he says Yellow Fury says he's got a camper big enough for me. I'll be damned. You know what? I would just stay in the camper and watch TV all day and night.
How are you going to watch TV?
Because I know that there are campers that have TV in it.
For like local antenna channels or DVDs.
Listen, there was one of these bands that I opened up for, like the Pickles opened up for, I can't remember which band it was. One of these touring bands back in the 2000s. We were opening up for them, and they invited us to their tour bus, or to their tour. They were touring in a camper.
Uh-huh.
And they invited us in after we opened up for them. And their camper, they had DirecTV. Oh, I'll tell you who it was. It was a Canadian band. It was Theory of a Dead Man.
Oh.
They invited us out to their RV after we opened up because it was us, then the second band, and then they were the headliner. So they came and watched our opening up, and then they invited us to go back in their backstage area was in their RV. And I went in and I was watching the hockey game. And I had a couple of beers and watched the hockey game. And it was on big screen. It was really nice.
Huh.
So I know that people has that. That people have a TV and stuff in their campers. Yellow Fury says he has a washer and dryer hookup in your camper. I just don't get it. Like, I would be sitting there going, what the hell did I waste money on this camper if all I'm doing is a bunch of stuff that I could be doing at home?
Yeah. To get out in nature and enjoy it without the TV.
Nature smature. I hate nature.
Go fishing and play in the lake.
I don't understand the fascination with boats. People ask me to go boating all the time.
Oh, I love to go out on a boat.
Oh, not me.
It's fun.
They just go, Ray, you want to come out? You want to come out on the boat? And I'm like, oh, my God, look at you. Like, what a great way to let me know you have a boat. Like, how do you invite me? And I'll be like, yeah, there's nothing I want more than to ride in your boat so we could wreck it and catch leptospirosis. I know a lot of people love them. They love the boats. In the 90s, we would always, like every weekend, we would get invited to go hang out in the lake. And there was some part of Springfield Lake where a bunch of women always show their tits. You know what I mean? There's like, they get in some party cove, and there's a bunch of women. They treat it like Mardi Gras. It's a bunch of guys going, hey, show us your tits, and women show them. And I'm like, you know, I don't have to risk falling out of a boat to witness that. You know what I mean? Yellow says he doesn't watch too much TV. He gets too tired after being at the lake all day. I mean, I'm sure the camping and being at the lake is fun. It's just not for me. I'm more of the sit on a recliner and watch sports kind of guy.
When they have no sport.
Yeah. However, I do like a jet ski. I have ridden jet skis before, and I like jet skis. But
Scare me.
you risk your life.
Yeah.
Anything you could fall off and drown.
Have it flip over on top of you.
Yeah. Like that to me is just not fun. Any activity that I could do that could result in my falling off and dying is something I'm not fired up to do. And I do concentrate on that stuff. Yellow says, Ray, let me take you tubing one time. You'll never forget it. Okay, but that's what I'm talking about. Tubing, it would kill me. So that's when I imagine the tube is tied to a boat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get on the tube and it pulls you with the boat. That could kill me. Pete reminded me, Ray, you broke a jet ski in Jamaica. That is true.
What?
Yeah, we were in Jamaica in 1994, I think. And John Lamb and I, we rented some jet skis from these Jamaican guys. And we took the jet ski out. We went really far into the Gulf. I think we went farther than we were supposed to go. And then we were coming back, and they told us not to jump waves, but we started doing it because it was a lot of fun.
Uh-huh.
So we're jumping waves, and on the way in, my jet ski broke.
Oh my goodness.
It just went from.
That's what you get for jumping waves.
So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Petey, but I think I climbed off my jet ski and got on the back of Lamb's jet ski or something. And I just left mine floating in the Gulf. And then I went back and I told the guys we rented it from, I'm like, yeah, your jet ski's out there. And the poor guy had to swim to go out and get it, and I just left. I remember it was some story like that. Good morning. You're on the Morning Disaster. Hello.
Yes, hello, Ray. Sean Gotti here. Hi, Nikki.
Hey, Sean.
Look, here's the thing you're not thinking about when it comes to camping. Say you go on vacation somewhere here in the States, whatever. You get a hotel room for the whole week. It runs you, what, $1,500? Let's just say.
Oh, my God.
Take that camper with you.
Too much.
You can hook up for a hell of a lot less than $1,500. You can probably save yourself $1,000. That's $1,000 more dollars you got to do whatever you want to do.
I could stay home and not spend anything.
You want to go? You can tell me if you had the opportunity, you're not going to go on vacation. You wouldn't want to save $1,000.
If I had the opportunity to go on vacation, I would want to get the most luxurious hotel ever if I was going on vacation.
Oh, you prima donna. Come on.
No, I'm telling you, last time I went on vacation, I went out to
sleeping in somebody's dirty sheets.
I went to Washington and got a really nice hotel. And
you know what they do in them hotels, don't you?
I know what I did. I know what I did then.
All right, I'm gonna have nightmares. Anyway, that's my argument.
There you go.
And you have a good day.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I like staying at a nice hotel. And Pete says, I walked away while they were yelling at me. He's right, yeah. But I paid cash. They didn't have my credit card information. So Lamb and I walked away, and we were pretty much like, F you. And they had to swim out. The poor guy had to swim out and get the jet ski and swim it back in, and it was a big thing. But it wasn't mine. I didn't know it. Listen, I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, obviously.
I didn't break it on purpose. But what the hell? I didn't know how to use a jet ski. I'm just some guy. At the time I was from Peoria, Illinois. I didn't know jet ski from. I didn't know jet ski from Shinola. That guy was an idiot that rented it to me. I don't get it.
Most like Brett's going to Florida to camp.
Oh, Brent, yeah. Brent, do you bring a camper with you? Are they going to sleep right on the beach? Oh, that just sounds horrible.
For $100 a week?
That does not sound like a vacation.
What, staying on the beach?
No, that doesn't sound like a vacation.
Why?
It just doesn't. It's not very
The
comfortable.
beach is awesome.
It's not very comfortable. No, the beach is not.
Yes, it is.
I used to live near the beach when I lived in Corpus. Let me tell you something. The worst thing in the world is sex on the beach.
You need to put something between you and the sand.
You get sand everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell you stories, but I'll just tell you one. There was one time in 1990. This would have been right before I met my wife. But I hooked up with this beautiful, I mean, gorgeous, this gorgeous young lady. In fact, hold on. I'll think about her now. Hold on. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Your wife is very happy you just did that.
I'm thinking about her now. I'm thinking. And it put me in a good mood. Just how attractive this girl was. Okay. Except I took her out, and I remember I was driving her car. We go out on the beach, and she was so good looking. I was like, "Oh my God, I gotta get with this girl." She finally decides. It was this date that we went to the beach that she was gonna give it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Except we're making out in the car, but it's too hot. Yellow wants to know, am I rock hard? Are you rock hard? So we're making out in the car, but it's too hot, right? So I take her, we go outside the car. And I take the girl because there's a breeze out there, right? And I take her and I put her on the hood of the car. All right? And I got her sitting on the hood of the car, and I'm sort of standing up against it. And I mean, the girl she was beautiful. What a body on her. By the way, her a dime store mind and $1 million body. She was so attractive. But yet I could not tell you any I could not tell you any conversation I had with the woman. None. But I can still describe what she looked like as I was undressing her. In other words, you notice, and when I'm retelling the story, how romanticized it sounds, and how this would have been a great story. Except we're at the beach, right?
Yes.
So I'm taking off. I'm undressing her. And I reveal her magnificent rack. And then I take off her I can't remember, I think she was wearing a skirt. But I take the skirt off, and I reveal everything, and she's so beautiful. And then we start the act. And that's when the story goes to hell. Because there's sand everywhere and there's sand getting in my ass crack. And there's sand getting up into my pubic hair. Oh, it was horrible. And then I remember entering, and it should have been amazing, but there was sand involved.
Sand crotch.
Yeah, so I was feeling it should have been an amazing story. Like, even now, I should be telling the story and just being all jazzed up by how amazing the sex was. But it wasn't. But it was because of the sand. The sand ruined it.
And it takes forever to get rid of.
Yeah, never saw her again. I mean,
It just takes one little speckle of sand.
I might have seen her, but I never like saw her. I never had sex with her again.
Right.
And this girl was, like I said, she was gorgeous. But the story's ruined because we decided to have sex, on top of her car at the beach. And there was all the sand, and it was and by the way, I kept rolling off the car, and so we tried to move down into it was just horrible. It was just a mess.
It sounds like it was.
Yeah, it was not. It could have been such an amazing story, but it wasn't because of the sand.
Right.
Jason wants to know if the girl had a sloppy vagina. No, it was a beautiful vagina. Girl, but for me, it just felt like sand. It was a sandy vagina. In fact, it was Sandy Boleyn. No, it was.
Oh, that's great.
It was just all sandy and. It really could have been a beautiful story. Instead, it's just a mess. And there was sand in my ass crack for probably a good month.
Gross.
Yeah. It was horrible.
That is one thing about going to the beach is you get sand everywhere, and
Yeah.
it takes forever to get rid of it.
It's overrated. It really is overrated. I mean, I like being at the beach is fun. But
And walking barefoot in the hot sand during the middle of the afternoon,
but
burning your feet.
But I'm telling you, having sex on the beach is terrible. Terrible. At least that's my that's my memory of it.
I'm sure it's her memory as well.
I doubt I doubt the girl spends any time thinking about me. I should look her up, see how she's doing. Just because I want to see whatever happened to her. Maybe I'll ask my buddy Joel. Next time Joel's in the chat room, I'll send him a message. See if because I can't remember her name. To see if he remembers whatever happened to that girl, because she was really hot. I mean, I'm telling you, this girl was smoking. She's probably some old fat broad now. No offense to any fat broads. But she was good looking when she was young. We would have been about 20. So that's when you're at your peak, Those early 20s. Woo! I mean, look at me. I'm sitting there saying, look at me. If I was looking back at women imagine if you're a girl who was with me and you go to look me up and you see this monstrosity. Oh my God, I feel bad for them.
No way.
I'm telling you, it's got to be horrible. My poor wife. My wife's a saint. She really is. She's an amazing person. And she's kept herself up pretty well, you know what I mean? She still looks good. My wife gets out of the shower, and I look at just how good looking she is. I'm like, this is unbelievable. This is a gift from above that I see this woman naked. Still, to this day. And then I think, oh my God, she has to see me. Oh, the poor thing. She has to feel like a failure.
Oh.
Like as much, I'm just saying, as much as I feel like, I never feel like a failure because, you know, because of just how nice and how sweet and how beautiful, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And part of it's how good looking she is. I never feel like a failure.
And Pete says, and all she wants is the inside temp a few degrees cooler.
I let her have it a few degrees cooler. I'll tell you. If she would have gotten old and fat, though, she wouldn't.
What?
If my wife would have gotten old and fat, the temperature would be 75.
Oh, good Lord.
And I'd be one of those husbands bitching all the time. Turn the temperature up. Brett says Ray should make his wife write an apology letter for leaving the temperature too cold.
Oh, God.
Like Hillbilly Joe. When Hillbilly Joe had his wife write the apology letter for cheating on him. Because he claimed she was cheating on him.
Yep.
That's what I should do. Yeah. I'm just saying, I feel lucky. I'm sure my wife does not feel the same way. She has to look at me and go, what the hell did I do? What did I do to deserve this fate?
Aw.
You know, in all seriousness, she has to question the existence of God every day, wondering, how did I get trapped in this?
I'm sure she doesn't.
She walks in on me at the most inopportune times. Like I was doing something, I was all sweaty. And I went to the bedroom. And I got myself all naked.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to take a shower. I was just all sweaty. So I grabbed a towel. It was a dirty towel, but I did grab a towel from the hamper. And I thought, oh, let me just at least wipe the sweat out of my crack. So I go to the bedroom. And I was going to change. And I jump on the bed with this dirty towel in my hand. And I'm running the towel through my ass crack.
Oh, good God.
To soak up some of the sweat. And then boom, she has to open. She walks in.
Uh-huh.
And I go, what are you doing? And I go, the door's closed for a reason. Oh, I was like, well, it's my house. I thought I could come in. She goes, it's my room.
Right.
But I wanted to deflect because I didn't want her going, what are you doing with that towel? But she doesn't say anything. Yeah. I was wiping the sweat out of my ass crack with a towel.
That's just lovely.
It had to be, the angle that she had is the worst angle in the history of mankind. There's no way. There's no way that she was all right with what she was witnessing.
Uh-huh.
And I do remember her saying, what are you wiping? Why are you wiping with a towel?
Oh,
I wasn't wiping my ass from that. Because
just ask that.
I was sweaty. Yeah, I was sweaty. And I was just wiping, But also I wasn't taking a shower.
You should have just jumped in the shower to rinse off.
And that when I was explaining to my wife, that's what she said. She goes, just jump in the shower. She goes, for goodness sakes, jump in the shower. Yeah.
Otherwise, you have mosquitoes after you.
Yeah. There were just a bunch of mosquitoes buzzing around my ass.
Yep.
They were just feasting on it. Yeah, so she just lets it go. I love it. That's why I love her so much. It's amazing. An amazing person. I'd never have sex with her, though, on the beach. I learned my lesson many years ago with the beach. I'm just trying to tell anybody out there, just don't do it on the beach. Summer says, love is blind. Thank God. Thank God it's blind. And that's why I will never leave my wife. I mean, how the hell am I going to find somebody else that doesn't, that sees me doing some of the things I do and doesn't leave?
It's slim pickings out there.
Yeah. Well, I like what I picked.
Good.
And I want her. I'll take her forever. Oh, there's so much stuff I want to talk about today, but I've been talking about everything else.
Yeah.
I've been talking about Sean Balint and mosquitoes and everything else. Let's see.
Almost that time.
Yeah, I just want to do one more thing before we wrap up. This sounds like a Friday topic. Maybe I should save this for tomorrow. I have a list of they asked a bunch of kids, what's the best part about being a kid? That sounds like a Friday topic, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'll save that for tomorrow. All right. I'll save that for tomorrow. And instead, we'll end with, now that everybody's going back to work, we'll end with sick days.
With what?
Sick days.
Sick days?
Yeah, everybody's going back to work. So we'll end with sick days. All right? Today is National Work From Home Day. Or for a lot of people that have been working from home, it's just a regular day, but they have a list on sick days. And I got statistics of people who have faked a sick day. What do you think? How many people have faked a sick day?
90%.
No, it's not that high. I've never faked a sick day.
Oh, please.
I haven't.
Never in your life.
No.
Oh.
I mean, look where my job is. Now, granted, look what I do for a living. I just work sick,
Yes.
Jason guessed 56%. He's actually very close. It's 52%. 52% of people have faked a sick day.
I did that 52%.
Nikki has sick days now.
Yeah.
Nobody loves a sick day like Nikki. Why do people actually call in fake sick days?
Because they don't want to work.
They do it to take a mental day off.
Yes.
But if you need a mental health day, that means you're sick, right?
I guess.
Mm.
Your boss probably doesn't see it that way.
No.
They want you to buck up and get back to work.
People take sick days because they need a mental health day. Because even though they're not sick, they just don't feel good.
Right.
Some people take a sick day just so they can go to the doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
Because they'd rather not say what they're going to the doctor for.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like some people would take a sick day rather than say, "Oh, I'm going to the doctor to get my."
Well, if it's something that they could be like a little bit prejudiced with too.
Yeah. Like I want to go
Like
get.
I'm gonna have my heart checked, and they're like, "Oh, better watch out on that."
Well,
person.
don't you think it's more like embarrassing stuff? Like, oh, I gotta get my asshole checked for something.
Oh, good God! You can say it a little bit more discreet than that.
But you don't want to
Get away
share.
with it.
You don't want to share with your boss that you're having asshole problems.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I gotta go get this thing done to my butthole. You don't want to share that. So it's easier to just take a sick day. That way they don't have to ask.
Yeah.
Some people take a sick day just because they're too tired. They want to sleep in.
That's
Nikki.
me.
Yeah. What's the most popular day to take a sick day, Nikki?
Monday.
Absolutely. Monday, most popular day of the week to call in sick.
Yep.
And the Mondays after a holiday
Yep.
are the most popular. When do you call in sick?
You mean what time?
Yeah.
Say like an hour before work.
The average is 6 hours.
6 hours.
I think most people would call in sick the night before, right?
Well, it depends on the kind of job too.
Yeah. I took a sick
Because
day.
if it's in the morning and you don't have your boss's number or whatever and they close,
Yeah.
you know.
I took a sick day at some point in the last. I took one sick day at the time I was on WMAY, and it was because
You were sick.
yeah, I was actually sick, and I took off the night before. I called and I said, but even then I was hedging. I was
Yeah.
like, well, and then Jim Leach is the one, and Jim said, he goes, if you don't feel good by 6 o'clock tonight, it's it. We're just, we'll just call you off. And so I ended up doing that. But I didn't take a sick day in the last so many months. Calling on the phone is still the most popular way to take a sick day. Second is
Well,
texting.
how else would you?
Texting.
Email?
Some people text off. Yeah. And what is the state that is number one in people using sick days? In what state?
Florida.
No. Florida's not that,
New York?
Connecticut.
Connecticut?
Connecticut. Connecticut's
What's
number one.
Connecticut?
Well, Connecticut's a suburb of New York City.
I know that, but why are they so special?
I don't know, but they're number one. You want to guess where Illinois is?
Number 14.
And I'll give you some of the top 10. What do I have? Connecticut's 1, New Hampshire's 2, New Jersey 3, Kansas 4, Kentucky is 5. Want to guess where Illinois is? You said what? What was your guess?
14.
14 is Arkansas. I'm sorry, 14 is Arkansas. Cindy says Texas. No, Texas is number 17. Sorry, Cindy. Brent says Hawaii. Hawaii's, what is Hawaii? 22. Hawaii and
we're number 9.
no, we're not. We're number no, we're not. We're not number 9. Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Illinois is number 16.
So I was close.
Yeah. What state has the least amount? Like, what state is dead last for people faking a sick day?
Alaska.
No, Alaska's tied with Hawaii at number 22.
Wyoming.
Yeah. No.
I don't know.
Wisconsin.
Why?
I don't know. Wisconsin's number 50.
Huh.
Less people take a sick day for fake reasons in Wisconsin than any other state. So when they take a sick day, they're usually sick.
Maybe the cheese makes them happy.
Bunches them up. I don't know. It's
Cheese makes them healthy and happy.
It's very weird. Like Florida's number 11, California's 7, Seattle, Washington is 13, Mississippi's number 11. It's tied with Florida. New Mexico's number 5. Missouri is 10.
Huh.
More people call in fake in Missouri than they do in Illinois. Proving it's a much worse state. Indiana, number 8. Bunch of scumbags in Indiana. I knew it. Kentucky's number 5. I knew there were scumbags in Kentucky. They're tied with New Mexico. Yeah. Illinois is 16. Oh, well. All right, we should probably wrap it up. The show today is brought to you by our friends at Recon Text. Recon Text 670-1132. Recon Text. Proof is in the performance. Catch them on the corner of 9th and Black. Let them detail your car. It's Recon Text. DTE Technologies. DTE Technologies. Let DTE become your company's IT person. DTE, you can call them and contract them to take care of so many things for your business. Let them handle all your computer networking needs, your phone lines. He's saving people thousands of dollars a month on phone lines. That's something you guys should look at. DTE Technologies, 408-0001. And Core Installation Furniture and Supply, whether it's a chair, a desk, a table, any kind of furniture, Corey can get her hands on it. She can also, like right now, she has masks, sanitizer, gloves, all the stuff to get through COVID and to get us through phase 4 as the state is starting to reopen again. She has all those protective things we need against COVID. You can reach her at 741-1079. All right, I'll give you those important numbers again. Core Installation, Furniture and Supply, 741-1079. DTE Technologies, 408-0001. And Recon Text, 670-1132. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. I guess we'll all be back tomorrow. Doran had an emergency. She had to take one of her pets to the vet. That's what happened to her.
Aw.
Yeah, I hope her pet's all right.
Yeah.
Hopefully Nick will be back tomorrow. Nikki, good job today.
Yep.
We told a lot of stories. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will be back with another episode tomorrow. That's going to wrap it up. Remember, the last thing you need is Sean Balint thinking you have a sloppy vagina.
Oh, good God.
Because he tells everybody. I just want to warn you. Be careful who your friends are. Some of them are talkers. He's a squealer. I know the type.
You better wake up, sleepyhead, get your fat butt out of bed. There's a man just to play you Zeppelin and Pearl Jam. Raymond Lytle is his name. Some have called him just a bit insane. Well, you may find him a little idiotic, but his is the only morning show you can say has really got it. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. With Central Illinois' morning way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. He's lewd, he's rude, he's crude, but it doesn't matter, 'cause he's the morning master of rock and roll and laughter. Raymond Lytle's morning disaster.
Sloppy Vagina Police is great. Oh, just read the chat room.
Sean Bull and Scott, news and sports. Bodine's running down North Grand in his undershorts. Michelle will dwell on things colored pink and purple. They'll explain why Jim made a remake of that movie called The Black Hole. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. The Central Illinois morning way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. He's lewd, he's rude, he's crude, but it doesn't matter, 'cause he's the morning master of rock and roll and laughter. Raymond Lytle's morning disaster.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We're back tomorrow with another edition of The Morning Disaster, bright and early at 8 o'clock a.m. Until then, you guys enjoy the replay, which will be airing on the audio-only feed. And, of course, you can hear the replay on Facebook in just a couple of minutes when they start the show over again. Or look for it on YouTube. It'll be coming out later on today on YouTube, all right? Giving you plenty of chance to hear the show. That's what we do here every single day. Let's start the replay right now. Audio only. Everybody, Way to go. Everybody watching, so long.
Yeah.
Way to go.